Oh.
Oh, I got it. Hold on. Okay, so one of these doesn't actually work. It's just being used as an extension cord. That's okay.
Alright.
Good to know.
Hold on, let me see. Oh god, I closed the tab. Fuck me.
Here, I can pull it up.
No, I got it. See, this is ready. Okay, so there's the delay. There's like a... So we're broadcasting.
It is live?
Yes.
Okay.
We're doing it.
I'm sending it to my friends.
Yay, I get the flag friends. The RFAG friends.
Or the RFAG friends.
I could post it on my private Twitter and you can maybe get one person.
Radical. Okay, mic is on, everything's good, and we're technically good to go. I'm just, like, nervous. Because I feel like I'm not loud enough. We're almost 10 minutes in, so...
We're almost 10 minutes in already, oh my god.
Oh my god. Do you not want to be in the episode? Do you just want to?
I can.
You don't have to.
I mostly was just like, I kind of fell down, and I was like, actually, this is probably the safest place for me, knowing my track record.
Okay. Alright, so I think, yeah, we can start. So this has been going, the recording has been going for 2 minutes, so
okay.
We can do it now. Hello. My name's EJ, and this is Reeferdale, a show where we don't get stoned and watch randomized episodes of Riverdale. Please note that we don't get stoned.
That is completely what happens.
We would never do such a thing.
I would never do legal drugs in a state in which...
Where it's legalized.
Where it's legalized and I'm of age.
Never.
Drugs are bad, kids.
Drugs are bad.
Don't do them.
As a DARE graduate...
Levels, man.
Alright.
You gotta watch the levels. This is going, like, so poorly at first. I can't wait for this to not go poorly. So, basically, I and a guest or two watch randomized episodes of Riverdale. I have watched most of Riverdale. Most meaning I haven't watched the last season because I binged watched it and I can't do it anymore. And then my guests have hopefully no memory of Riverdale.
Yeah, we watched the episode that we were told to watch today.
Yeah, that and like a passing familiarity of the idea of Riverdale is all we're coming with. I know nothing. I'm a blank slate.
Yeah, I...
Get closer.
Scoot in.
Yeah, okay. So we're starting with Season 3, Episode 6, Chapter 40, called Manhunter. You know, I don't really know how to start this, because I have so many notes. I have a lot of notes. So, overall, like, how did we all feel about the episode?
A little confused.
Well, okay, yeah.
I dare I say, like, obsessed with hopping into this and having Al make me, like, explain to me that, like, there's, like, a Dungeons and Dungeons.
I don't know
Dungeons and
Dragons.
Dungeons and Dungeons. Dungeons and Dragons, like fake... Like, I knew that they had, like, their own D&D, like, thing, but, like, it's called G&G. Like, I thought of it like Grungle and Grungle. Like
it's a law firm?
Like, it's a, yeah, Grungle, Grungle, and Grungle.
Did you get robbed by a goblin? We can help.
We can
Call
help.
us today at 911.
1-800-GRUNGLE.
Wednesday and her coworkers are listening.
Oh, hi. I've got some our flag friends watching, and they want me to say Wooder.
Wooder.
Pennsylvania.
I guess we should just, like, start then.
I just opened my phone. I'm just not gonna touch it.
So this episode is, since it's episode 6 and the season, we we're coming in on the middle, or technically end or middle end of a random plot line. So this season, Archie went to jail.
Hang on, this season's the one that he did you don't know the epic highs and lows of high school football.
I don't remember. I think so.
Maybe. I know that happened in a jailhouse yard. That's all I know.
Oh, I think it is. I think it was like 2 episodes
Where'd they get the bunker from?
Yeah,
Okay, I can explain this actually.
Okay, the bunker is like confusing me.
They got the bunker from a dead student.
Okay.
Hang on.
Is that where all the candles came from?
Yeah, probably. But like the dead student who was like a scoutmaster, his name was Dilton Doyley. He died. He was the first casualty in G&G. Well, not the first casualty, but like the first casualty of the modern era. Yeah, he like killed himself.
Oh, well,
yeah.
He had a dungeon, so like...
Oh god, he did. And then like, yeah, that was his bunker. And yeah, now they use it as a sex bunker.
Yeah, I could tell.
With like a comical amount of candles.
So it's like at least 80 candles.
Like...
almost all of them are lit.
Like a shitty little bed and like thousands of candles. Probably not thousands, but it felt like a large amount of candles.
Very concerning, because like they don't have, it's a bunker, it's underground. They don't really have like that much oxygen.
Yeah, like that's,
yeah.
We were talking about that because I was like, this is the modern, like, you don't have like
a flashlight on your phone,
AA batteries and like a flash. Like, cause when I said on the way over, like, too, like, what if you have to leave? Like, you have to spend, like, 5 minutes going around, like, putting out all the candles?
What happens with all the smoke?
Exactly.
Like, what's the air situation? Like, are you guys getting all silly, like, because of the low oxygen environment? Like, is that why Archie, I think, was unaffected by, I guess, fucking with, like, a stomach wound? Like, what's going on there, guys?
Oh my god.
There's just like a lot going on with the candles that make me think about the environment.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into it. In the episode previous, they a bunch of the main cast and some side characters helped Archie escape from juvie. And now he's hiding out in the sex bunker. Previously it's just like the dead kid bunker.
A real upgrade.
Yeah. Oh, no, sorry, this is later. No, one of my friends just mentioned the jingle jangle drug.
Oh yeah, that was last season.
And I was like, oh my god, the moment when Jug, head, his father, for some reason, who has handcuffs his son to the fridge and says the G&G is like a drug to him and he can't have it anymore. And I was like, there's many steps to this. First of all, where did he get handcuffs from? Second, that's your son. That's a little weird to just like immediately leave the house to be like, you are hooked on G&G and it's like a drug. His girlfriend comes to save him? ? I don't know if they're dating at this point. Okay.
They kissed multiple times in the episode.
Teenagers do things.
Are you okay?
Yeah, that's
good.
Okay, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. That's like a little further.
Okay, yeah.
All right, keep going. Yeah.
Okay. And basically the episode starts with Jughead coming down into the bunker and saying that he saw the gargoyle king in the woods, and Betty's like, let's go get it, and Jughead smartly is like, no, there's a gang of people
I saw a cult gathering. They were in the woods. I honestly, like, at that part, I looked at Al, and I was like, hang on, so he saw this, like, guy walking around, and, like, if you don't see the rest of the cult immediately, you're telling me that he followed this figure to the sacrificial circle and was just like, I'm just gonna stay and watch.
I mean, they were investigating this. It's still stupid.
Yeah, no, fair. As someone who's been to rituals,
What were you doing at the Devil's Sacrament?
what were you doing
What
at the Devil's Sacrament?
I saw Goody Proctor in the woods.
I saw Goody Proctor in the woods dancing with the devil.
So basically, like, the next day, or like, there's no time in the bunker. Some
Time has passed.
time has passed, and Betty's home wearing her serpent's jacket because she's a serpent now. That happened last season, I think. Oh, the serpent.
It's like the
Context.
gang,
Or
right?
the
The gang?
in Riverdale, but they're like not a gang anymore, but they're still like a gang.
Interesting. What is their goal?
They don't have one.
Okay.
Did they have one initially?
No.
Oh. Well, they're a pretty weak gang.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, they're not a gang. But like, there's also, fuck me, God. There's so much happening. So basically, like, Betty comes home and is like, or like her mom is like, oh, did you know that Archie escaped? And she's like, no, I had no idea. And then,
I just fucked him in the bunker.
no, Veronica did.
Oh. Well, never mind. I don't know. Weren't they in a foursome this whole time?
Yeah, but that happened in season 7.
Oh, okay. I only know what I know from Instagram pictures and what you send.
So, and then Alice, Betty's mom, reveals that the warden that was keeping Archie and making him fight in an underground boxing ring with other children. So we find out that he kills himself, the warden. Then we go back to Veronica. This is when they're fucking. This is when Veronica and Archie are. This is after.
Mid-fuck.
No, this is after they fuck. But,
Oh, and her hair is flawless.
Yes.
Yeah. But, like, Archie's hair is, like, a little mussed up.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Archie looks a little fucked up, and she looks like she literally just like walked onto set. Like there's nothing has happened in between her getting her hair fixed.
Oh, and to put the perfect visual, they're doing the classic, like, TV movie, like, we just fucked couple thing.
Yeah, like
where
the
the
little
woman,
cuddle.
the little cuddle where she has the blanket perfectly right above her boobs, and the guy's chest is perfectly hanging out, but you can see, like, the crop of the blanket.
you can see the V.
You can see the V.
Yeah, you can see this like sad little wound. That's just
Yeah.
there.
The little infection growing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Veronica's like, I can. I was gonna say, I can get you off. I can like exonerate. I can like get you exonerated from escaping prison, which that doesn't happen because it's still very illegal, even if you're innocent, which Archie was. I'm not gonna get into that right now. But, like, Archie was innocent, but still sent himself to jail.
They also mentioned, like, around this time, that there's, like, I think it was Betty's mom, I think that's who said it, mentioned there being, like, multiple juvies in this town.
Yeah, she says juvies, like plural.
Plural.
And it's like, how many do you guys have?
Like, I'm
What
not a
is this?
complete expert on the American judicial system. However, I've been very close with someone in the past who went to juvie. And from the minimal I understand of that, it's usually by county, not by town. And there's usually not more than one. Like, if there's a need for more than one, how many people live in this town?
Not a lot.
Yeah. How many kids are going to juvie?
I don't know.
Maybe, like, the schools have just become so overpopulated, they just start throwing them in juvie.
You see, I think that happens in later season, or later this season, I think. I don't
Al and I are
remember.
both like,
What's going on?
Something like that happens. I don't fucking remember. It was so
Understandable.
long ago, and
I'll just watch the show.
I consume so much fucking
I'm
video.
aware. You should.
No, it hurts. Oh yeah, and this is when the sheriff. This is when they go to, like, then they flash forward to like going to the school, and the sheriff is like talking to a class with all the main characters in it, and he like starts to like single out Josie, and Josie has a fucking seizure. The weirdest,
Yeah.
the weirdest fucking, the most.
She looks like she's being possessed.
She looks like she's. I have had so many seizures, and
You have maybe the.
you and I together.
She literally looks like she's about to like sometimes in like music videos where the whole gimmick is that like a woman is being possessed. You'll see them do the like weird sexy like boobs.
Oh my God, yeah.
Possessed thing. Like that's
The circle around the tits.
Yeah,
and,
like that's
the...
how she bent over the chair and then immediately cuts away. Just like no.
There's no aftercare involved. There's just this scene where she's like vaguely convulsing ?
She has like a really sexy seizure.
She has
and
exactly.
It's like a deeply fucked up thing.
It is. It was a sexual seizure.
Was.
Unfortunate diversity loss.
It's funny though. Good seizure, like 5 out of 10.
Yeah,
Amusing, not accurate.
So then we go to Betty. She lures the parents to Le Bon Nuit, which is Veronica, the 16-year-old speakeasy.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, hang on. Who runs this? I remember you mentioning that, like, there is a teenage bar happening. There's also, like, a teenage strip scene. I don't know what season that is. I just know it happens.
It's season 2.
Ooh, it's so early. Yeah. Who licensed this bar to a child?
I don't know. It's kind of illegal.
Yeah, alright, fair enough.
Yeah. It used to be just like mocktails, but then they got more money from not doing mocktails.
So they stopped just pouring like cranberry juice in a cup and being like, here you go. They upgraded to like shitty vodka.
Is this perhaps in Utah?
No, this is in New York.
This is in New York?
New
I
York
was gonna
City,
make like
New
a soda joke, but like New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
That kind of like
I'm gonna be honest, I don't
Because,
know
like-
why I imagine this happening like somewhere in like Ohio.
yeah. No, I was
that
like
would
Midwest.
make more sense. That would make so much more sense.
That feels better, like to me, like upstate New York, sure, I guess.
Like,
but
I feel like upstate New York still has enough people around that, like, someone would notice if all of these things were happening in some random town. Like, kids were getting superpowers. Like, I feel like someone would check in.
No, they're adults when they get superpowers.
Oh, they're adults? I thought they were children again later.
No. Oh, they were children again in season 7.
what's going on in season? You've mentioned a lot of weird shit going on in season 7. I think
That's the time travel season.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'll just watch season 7 and see what I get out of that experience.
So she lures parents to the speakeasy. I feel the edible now.
No, we're not allowed to say that.
I did not take an edible.
This is the show where we don't take drugs that are completely legal and allowed for our age and state.
Yeah. What am I saying? I ate
You
a
didn't do
cookie,
drugs, and they.
and that's what I meant by edible.
Yeah, it was it
That's
was
why
food.
I'm so silly right now. I have so much sugar in me.
So she lured the adults into the
Yeah,
speakeasy,
with,
which I did remember, yes.
Yeah, with the invitations from the Gargoyle King, which they got far back in 1980, whatever, when they were teenagers. So she was, and then she interrogates them, and basically they're all like, we're not the Gargoyle King. We know nothing about the Gargoyle. I fucking forgot. They're like, they don't know much about the Gargoyle King, and they're like scared of him too, and like, all that bullshit. And then this is, and then next scene, FP Jughead's dad handcuffs him to the fridge because he mentioned that that Jughead played Griffins and Gargoyles, which is what G&G stands for.
Oh, thank you. That was gonna ruin me. I was just gonna call it Grongle and Grongle in my head
again. But and then he fucking leaves, and then Archie, once after, I think this is after he gets like stitched up by.
Yeah, they're in like a
Yeah,
random
they went
like
to like the weird doctor,
half
and then they
hospital
mentioned, and then
room.
they mentioned that whoever it was said to only pay the guy in small bills or something. And I
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
the
oh, he's
that's
like the
like
weird bootleg doctor.
yeah. He's like the not mortician,
Mr. Medical Malpractice.
Mr. Medical Malpractice.
I looked dead at Al when I said medical malpractice.
Yeah, we know that's what Al commits.
Yeah.
How could you out me on live radio to our however many listeners?
Or 5 listeners.
5 listeners.
I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna like as you're speaking.
Medical malpractice.
Medical malpractice.
Yeah, that's Dr. Curdle Jr.
Okay.
He's like the I forget the name for it, but it's not mortician.
He does the autopsies, maybe?
Yeah, he does the autopsies.
Interesting. Okay. I don't remember I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't remember the word.
How many listeners?
4.
Oh, cool.
Yippee.
Hey.
Is one of them in New York?
No.
Oh.
We have TNT, we have Italy, we have 2 US.
Wow.
Hi, hello. Calling everyone out. We had more earlier.
Oh, they were listening and then they
Because you
clicked
can
off.
see we had 11, and then it
clicked the
varied.
fuck off.
No, we're good. It's okay.
I've had enough, thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Malpractice.
Mr. Malpractice.
And he's like, he wants to get revenge. Oh no, this is just when he and Kevin are in the bunker together. He's like, I want to get revenge on the people who put me in juvie, as if he didn't put himself in juvie. He put himself in juvie. He was like going to like get off on the charges because he obviously didn't do it, but he put himself in juvie because he's like, I caused too much pain.
What?
I caused too much suffering to my friends and family. I need to go to juvie for that. And it's like,
I think everyday men should do this all the time.
I think more men should volunteer to go to juvie.
I think more men should hit the age of like 15 or 16 and be like, you know what?
I've had enough.
I have left too many pubes on the seat. I deserve a little bit of me time and like shuffle on off.
Just evacuated.
Yeah.
they get put in like medium security.
Yeah.
Like in white collar juvie.
Like white collar juvie where they got like tennis.
It's like one of those. It's those like really fancy psych wards where it's like
Yeah.
you can technically come in and out like if you really
can go
wanted to.
outside.
Like, you can go outside. They don't have like you can pee like inside in privacy. Like you don't need the nurse isn't just like staring at you from down the hall. And, like,
I hate
an open door. Like
I hate when TV shows psych wards and they make it seem like there's bodily autonomy. Like there's not bodily autonomy. There's a nurse staring at you.
I want to watch her and they're like go talk to the woman and I'm like it's okay. He went to juvie where he could like go on field trips outside.
No, okay, I'm not getting into that.
Give me my water, actually.
Yeah.
Too.
Here.
He put himself in juvie.
He put himself in juvie, and then he got into a underground boxing ring.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. That's fun.
So he kept himself busy in juvie.
Honey brought cookies.
I brought cookies and gummies.
Oh my god. I'm
because
so happy.
There is absolutely no reason we would be a little bit hungrier right now.
No fucking
I just like
reason.
didn't have food earlier, so I'm hungry. That's how eating works.
That's how eating works.
So basically, and then Betty unlocks Jughead from the fridge using her bobby pin, as she does. She unlocks everything using a bobby pin.
Yeah, I was curious. He was like, you don't happen to have one of your famous bobby pins, huh?
No, yeah, that's her thing.
Like, I mean, good for her. But like, I don't know, get a better skill.
I forgot. Look, there's so much I need to explain. But there's something I'll just like tell you guys off air, but like it's so funny.
Does she use it during sex?
No.
Oh.
To unlock his penis?
Yeah, to unlock his penis.
Yeah, I like that.
No, imagine he has like a really complicated cock gauge.
Oh my god.
And
She has to pick the lock
She has
every
to
time
pick
she wants to suck it.
every time. No, I was thinking more she clamps his nipples.
Ugh.
But like
Mm-mm.
I think the cock cage is smarter.
God damn it. Anyway.
We should do this, but with Hannibal.
Oh, I thought you meant, like, cock cage.
Oh, yeah, we should do this, but with Hannibal, but the cock cage. No, I meant this, like...
This format?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, I stole this format from another show.
That's okay.
It's a, like, an actually established podcast called 420 Day Fiancé.
Oh my god.
It's so funny. It's about 90 Day Fiancé.
I figured, yeah.
It's so funny. And it's called 420 for no reason.
No reason at all.
No.
Just a number.
Exactly. Did we go down to no listeners? Oh, we're still
No,
at 5.
we're at 3.
Oh, okay.
Hi, my loves.
We're losing them. It's okay.
So Betty asked Dr. Curdle Jr. to pull up. Oh yeah, that's what I missed earlier. Penelope Blossom blames Dilton Doyley's father, Daryl Doyley, on like poisoning the principal. Jesus Christ, so many alliteration. Fuck this show. But like for poisoning the principal and like killing him all those years ago. So Penelope Blossom is like, he did that, and I have nothing to do with it at all.
He may have fucked up, but that's none of my business.
So, and then like Daryl Doyley died. So many years later. It was from like he like committed suicide. It was like carbon monoxide poisoning, or was it? Or was it? Because Betty decides to pull up Daryl Doyley's not medical files, his autopsy, whatever, and it's like, oh, he died from oleander poisoning and not carbon monoxide, which is.
Oh, and that's what they were
The old
talking
lady,
about.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like, you
Apparently-
grow this, you grow cyanide.
And like, she's not even supposed to be old. She's supposed to be the same age as the rest of them.
What?
She's supposed to be the same age as the rest of the parents.
But she's like,
I know, she's old as fuck.
yeah, they like pulled an old lady off the street and were like, you're 40 now.
Exactly.
Hollywood.
That's one thing about this show that like deeply bothers me is like, I don't know what age anybody's supposed to be because every high schooler looks like 30.
Yeah. Strangely
Like
sexy.
they look old, like significantly older than me, and that's like already concerning. It's like that's interesting.
It's like, it's to the point where like if they walked on stage with like tattoos and piercings, like I wouldn't bat an eye. What's her face? I was saying the one who is barely in this episode. She's a lesbian.
Cheryl.
Yeah. That's who it is. She looks like a YouTuber I hate. And like every time I see her, like my eyes like glaze over with this like feeling of like of someone I hate watch.
Betty then, after finding out that it was oleander poisoning, goes to Tom Keller, who is the sheriff, and says, "Why did you cover this up?" And he was like, "To protect everyone." And then Betty goes to her mom and says, why didn't you write about the oleander? Like her mom is the she has a newspaper in the town. I forget what it's called. Riverdale something review, maybe. So basically she's like, "Mom, why did you cover this up?" And she says, "To protect everyone." And it's like, okay.
It's like not really a reason though.
Yeah. So Archie and Kevin go to the mines, the mines, and to find the guys who I was gonna say fingered Archie.
The guys who fingered Archie. Sorry, I had porn on my phone for like 0.3 seconds, so I have a feeling that probably...
But you know what I mean by fingered.
Fingered?
Fingered, yeah.
Fingered, okay. No one can see this.
We're pointing at each other.
We're pointing at each other, yeah.
Hey, wait, I can...
You can kind of do that.
It's okay. It's a Tourette's joke. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funnier in real life. It's situational.
It's funnier when you know.
Who pointed the finger, let's say, at Archie and said that he killed this guy last season?
You know how in like Disney? No, this is completely unrelated. You know how in Disney they can't point with one finger?
Oh yeah,
You gotta do
the thing.
Yeah, I've done that at retail jobs because I got scared. Alright, continue.
Kevin and Archie go to the mines to look for these guys.
They crave the mines.
Children crave the mines.
Children crave the mines.
But they're all shot dead. Besides this one person. But he also dies later on, so it doesn't actually matter. So Joaquin fucking dies. Joaquin is Kevin's ex-boyfriend. But he's also a part of the gang, or was a part of the gang before he went to juvie, and then he got a part of another gang.
He was like the pretty boy one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. What's with gay men, like in like media generally being like a pretty boy with dark brown hair that's like wavy and long and like ridiculously big eyes?
I don't know.
It's like a trope. Like almost every gay relationship I can think of off the top of my head has one of these. Yeah, no, there's nothing. Continue.
We're creating cliches.
We're creating cliches. The thing is, I fall for them every time.
So Joaquin's dead. He has a brand in his forehead, the same brand that's on Archie's side.
The one they went to the guy
like,
for.
Yeah. Betty interrogates Penelope, who is her aunt, which we found out last season. 2 seasons ago. It was in the first season. Holy shit. That's crazy. Anyway, Penelope. Oh wait, did I go over this earlier? Holy shit. No, I didn't.
No, you're good.
So Betty interrogates Penelope about it, and she says like again, I didn't kill Daryl Doyley. Well, she claims she didn't. Oh yeah, I did go over this earlier. So basically, when Betty goes to her mom and is like, just like arguing with her, the lights go out. There's a knock at the door.
Oh, you can see like a shadow of someone
Yeah.
pass through one of the windows. I remember thinking, they're too dumb to notice that. All right, go on.
There's a knock at the door, and then, they lock the door. They turn around, and the gargoyle thing is there in their home. The full-on, like, Wendigo, like, not Wendigo. Well,
Kind
yeah, it's like, I just don't want to say Wendigo, because,
Yeah.
But, like, basically it's this, like, deer skull, not deer, buck skull mask, with, like, tendrils of, like, not leaves, but, like, dry grass or whatever.
Yeah, long
Basically,
grass. Yeah, something like that.
Like, coming, like, as, like, a big dress sort of thing. And he basically just, like, stands there, as you do, and they run upstairs, and then on Betty's bed is the headstone of Daryl Doyley, but his name is crossed out, and then Betty and Alice's name are written in fucking red spray paint. It's
Oh, there's also like a skull.
Oh, yeah, there's also a skull.
Part. I took a shower, so this is like I'm having to reconstruct this in my mind, and it's kind of
Yeah, so there's like a skull on the bed, and I think the funniest part of this, there's like multiple parts that are very funny to me. A, headstones are pretty heavy.
Yeah.
like
This
that's
happens. Okay, keep going.
It's
like,
obviously
I have stone
like,
carving experience. Like, how did you get that?
how did you get that there on her bed on the second floor? Also, it's very dirty. I think it's really funny, like this concept. They just pulled it out of the ground. Like, imagine you're like visiting a loved one in the cemetery.
And there's like some guys like in the
Yeah.
middle, and I just
Hoisting it up and being like guys, don't wipe it off. Okay, we have to get a skull now. Like,
The thing is, like, the same thing happens in Halloween, which is what they're referencing. And it's like, how did Michael Myers get that up there? Why did he think to do that?
Michael, what were you doing?
Michael.
Now, Michael, Have a seat.
The logistics just don't add up no matter what version.
I love when media references other media, but it just makes it dumber.
Yeah, they referenced both Halloween and Scream, which is not funny, because Skeet Ulrich was in Scream. He was the main, he was the boyfriend in Scream. But they referenced Scream with, like, popcorn, and also Skeet Ulrich himself coming through the window. By the way, FP, Skeet Ulrich comes through the window.
I thought he looked familiar.
Yeah.
Okay.
He comes through the window and is like, oh my god, I was looking for Jughead. I was looking for my son who I handcuffed to the fridge.
I was looking for the son that I handcuffed to the fridge, and I have no reason to know why he had left or how he had left, but I just know that he broke the handcuffs somehow, and now he's on the run, and he's...
Sorry, he broke the handcuffs and not the fridge.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah. He's also addicted to drugs, and the drugs aren't drugs, it's G&G. It's
He's just like playing he's just having such a good time collaborating and playing tabletop role-playing games with his friends, and he's high as fuck. He's just high on his own supply.
It was invigorating. It was.
I do also find it hilarious too that he broke the fucking handcuffs and not just like ripped
The
the
fridge?
handcuffs off the fridge. I hate to say it, but like fridges are not the strongest things in the world. Like those things break all the time. I would have just like first thing after the guy left, I would have if I could if my hand couldn't slide out pretty easy, I'd be like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Betty, like, looks at him like, I think something's up, you know, with her Betty eyes.
Yeah, that's a good way of explaining
She has
it.
crazy eyes. I don't know how else to say it.
Doesn't she have... No, I'm not even going to go into that. Doesn't she have, like, a quote-unquote evil, like...
Yeah.
Alter ego, quote-unquote?
Yeah, they, like, drop that pretty quick.
Yeah, I was about to be like, isn't that the I don't know how else to explain. No one can see what I just did. I just, like, try to imitate her eyes. I don't...
And then we go to Veronica talking to Hiram and her mom, saying, like, Daddy locked me in jail for like, a couple hours.
For forever.
Mother, did you know that? And Hermione, her mother, is like, no. Why would he do that? And, oh my god, I completely forgot to, like, mention that Veronica, like, figured out that there was, like, a cut in, like, one of the interrogation videos. And, like,
Oh yeah, I remember seeing
Yeah.
it. She was like, oh, it's like edited.
it's like edited.
And then he like comes in and is like, is that the footage? And she's
But-
like, no, what the what? What?
The what?
The what?
She, like, finds the footage on her mother, who is also the mayor.
Oh, that's good
on,
context
like, her-
to know.
On her mayoral computer. Her mayoral
Computer.
desktop. Her PC, if you will. And she, like, sends it to herself. Instead of, like, bringing, like, a flash drive, she sends it to herself on
Through, like, an
email.
email?
Yeah. And it's like, why? Just get a flash drive. Have a hard copy.
It would have been even sillier if she like uploaded it to like a Google Drive or something like that.
Oh my god, it's got it like a Google Drive. Like, you know how you can
so
name the
silly.
files, and it's like, it's in like a folder within Google Drive, and the folder is like corruption. And then you click in.
It's like things I took from Mom's computer.
Things I took from Mom's computer.
So basically, through all that, she's like, Daddy locked me in jail. And then, stop playing things out loud.
I'm sorry. It's Bobby sent me like one of those. I'll show you later, but it's about Hannibal.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
And she reveals to her father, who is evil, that she, you know, broke into the mayor's office and found the incriminating evidence on her computer, and is like, and, you know, I got Attorney McCoy to, like, already, like, talk to the judge about it, and Archie is free, and it's like, what the fuck? where the fuck? He broke out of prison. You don't, even if you're innocent, you're gonna go back to prison.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna happen.
Like, you broke out. You don't
You don't do that.
Yeah.
That's like the whole point.
Did you know that, like, at least in, like, Alcatraz, like, way, way back, like, if you broke out, you were just, like, free?
That's rocks.
Yeah,
I
because
kind
they're,
of like that, where it's like, listen, if you manage to get all the way out, you're good, you're fine.
Yeah, literally. And then, next night, or that same night, or whatever, Alice basically gets Betty sent to conversion therapy.
Hang on.
Not convert, like, basically, like, that's what they do at the Sisters of Quiet Mercy, even if, like, you're not gay. They're, like, not, like, gay conversion. They don't do, like, gay conversion.
But what are they converting you to?
To, like, their religion. And, like, their whatever. Like, they give you drugs and shit.
Interesting.
Do something for drugs.
But, like, basically, she, like, gets these people to, like, come get Betty and, like, send them to, like, their fucking home for troubled youths. And, like, so she's there now. You know, Veronica tells Archie he's free. And, oh my god, I wanted to mention this, so I wrote it down. Like, she knows that it's Archie, like, when he's calling on her phone. Like, and she picks up the phone and is like, hey, Archie. But he's on a payphone.
Yeah.
Oh.
In the woods.
In the woods.
What? How do you know that?
How do you know? Like, I don't
know.
Yeah, wait. I didn't even think about that.
They do this multiple times in the series. I'm pretty sure this happens in season 1 too.
So, like, intuition. This no caller ID.
Maybe she just
This
picks
is
up
my
the
idea.
phone
Hey,
every
Archie.
time.
It says,
as soon
hey,
as it's
Archie.
yeah.
What if no one else calls her?
Oh my god. I
What
wouldn't
if-
be surprised.
What if it was, like, the only other people are her parents, but still they're like, yeah, sure, I guess I'm Archie.
Just going into every encounter.
She's delusional. I get it. I've been delusional. It's fair.
And then over the phone, she says, "We're endgame, Archie."
Yeah. I was out of the room,
Yeah,
and I
was in the shower when this happened.
I like
so
went
that's
to
crazy.
look for you. Not like look around the apartment for you, but like I turned to be like, did you fucking hear that? But like you weren't there.
That's crazy.
She says that so many times.
We're
and within the
endgame
series-
Archie.
Endgame.
Like, I'm pretty sure she says that like fucking 10 times a series in an episode. And
That's
not an
crazy.
episode. Not an episode.
I'm sorry.
A
If a
season.
Yeah.
partner ever told me that we were endgame, I don't, like, the first thing I would do is, like, laugh in their face extremely hard, followed by, like, concerned, like, in what way do you mean endgame? Maybe it's different during this era, because, like, when you think of endgame, you think of, like...
John Locke.
Ugh.
That's the only thing I can think of. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was gonna say Marvel. Yeah, if you wanted to relate it to fandom, like old fandom, like cringe. Yeah,
Like Percy and Annabeth.
Yes.
Were endgame.
like it's like saying like you were Jack and I was
Rose.
There it is. All right. I was like, oh, I forgot her name. I was gonna call her Titanic.
You were and I was Titanic.
He was in it for
You
the
were-
boat, guys.
You were
The boat
Jack.
was always endgame.
I was Titanic.
Rose was just the second option.
She was. He couldn't stick his dick in the whole machine,
Yeah,
so he
couldn't
had to
figure out
find
what hole
someone.
to fuck.
Yeah.
specifically, so he was like, this is like not the most ideal, but like this is the closest.
This is the closest. This will work.
I'm thinking like he tried once but fell into like the exhaust. Or not
Imagine
exhaust.
falling into like a smokestack
the
on like a
smokestack, that's what I'm
steamer.
trying to-
Yeah. He just like
No, I'm thinking about the guy who, like, when the Titanic is tipping and it's like this, and they're, like, holding on. The guy who, like, falls off and, like, bonks, like, on his way down.
Real.
Anyway.
Let me make sure there's no one. There is no one after us.
There's an hour.
There's an hour break, so we can, like, finish this episode and be fine.
Yay.
And basically, like, they break up over the phone. After she says, "We're endgame, Archie."
Yeah, doesn't he, like, he's kind of just like, "I'm sorry." And,
Yeah.
like, I was about to, like, flip phone codes it, but, like, hangs it up. And then he turns to Jughead, and he's like...
Just did the faggiest little...
I just did this faggy little limp wrist, like, throw it over my shoulder. But he goes to turn to Jughead, and Jughead's got, like, these bags, like, runaway satchels, which is exactly what they're doing in the middle of the train tracks in the middle of the woods, because it pans out to show that it's the middle of the Anyway.
Riverdale.
Yeah, so what they said, that's basically, like, what happens. And then when you know, Betty gets to the Sisters of Quiet Mercy, which is, I think the name is so funny, because it's just Sisters of Mercy. Anyway, when they get to the nuns...
Sorry. I don't know why that connected in my head to, you know, when you're driving from Maryland to Philly, there's that one Our Lady of Highways statue. That's what I think of. I don't know why. Our Lady of Highways, like, makes me laugh every time. Patron saint of highways.
Anyway, every, like, patient or whatever, convert or whatever, at the Sisters of Quiet Mercy are painting the Gargoyle King.
Bum, bum.
Oh my god.
Is the
Is it an
Gargoyle
all?
King real?
Yes and no.
Is it an all-girls school?
The Gargoyle King?
No. What? The Sisters of Quiet Mercy, because when it pans out over the room, they're all girls.
No, there's one guy. There's like
the Mister of Quiet Mercy.
no, there's like more than there's like an actual like they just like separate the boys from the girls, but there was like a guy in there for some reason.
Trans right? Or no, probably trans wrongs.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, they're all painting the Gargoyle King, and then Betty's like, "Holy shit!" She doesn't actually say "Holy shit." This is a CW show.
Oh my god, what did they say earlier? Well, it was just like, "Holy heck!" Like they said something like that really loud, and Al and I like kept echoing it for like a good minute.
I don't remember what
I
it
don't know what you're
was.
talking.
Maybe it was like "Holy hell," but like it was so clearly like they wanted to say "oh fuck," but like
They couldn't.
couldn't say fuck. So they went like, "Holy hell," and I was like,
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest, I needed that shower so desperately, it, like, washed away, like, the top layer of my memories from, like, the past, like, 2 hours before it, like, I was, like, like, that reset me. I need it, like,
you needed a refresh.
I needed that.
Mm. So that's episode 6, season 3.
Cool.
What was it called again?
Manhunter.
Okay, I'm trying to think, like, what man were they hunting?
Archie.
Face.
They were saying the entire episode, "There's a manhunt for you, Archie."
Oh, brother.
I may not be the smartest.
No, you are not. And that's coming from me, Heart.
Okay.
Okay, what do you mean by the gargoyle man
Oh.
being both real and not, or whatever?
So, like,
Because, like, I know people get superpowers in this show. There's, like, all sorts of crazy shit going on. So I'm like, is he real?
But, like the mythical creature of the Gargoyle King is not real. But it is they're not, like, hallucinating or anything. It's, like, a physical, like, a dude is dressing up as the Gargoyle King.
There is a guy being there. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so that was Reeferdale episode 1.
Yeah.
So I'll see you next week, same time, same channel. Same reefer time, same reefer channel.
Same reefer time. More ass eating, sorry.
Oh. Okay. Well, okay. I guess we'll end there.
And on that note,
Bye!
bye.